Hello everyone, Josh here with Enemy Impact, bringing out some more You Don't Listen. Today, I want to talk about something that I've just been recently, kind of thinking about. And I haven't really sat there and thought about it at all, ever playing this game. Until recently, we were having a quick little discussion in the Discord, and it got me thinking. And I went back and I started backtracking and thinking about certain things that's happened over the course of the past few months in the game. And I realized, you know what? Maybe this is really happening. And what I'm basically getting at here is it's a theory, but it has foundation. This theory has a lot of foundation to it where it could indeed be true. Again, it may not be, but it definitely seems very odd to me. And what I'm basically trying to explain here is that Konami is actually planting AI bots into PvP, very well disguised, give them, but very much still suspicious in my opinion. And why I say that is because we already know that, so much of the players that you actually play with in this game are from Japan. And the reason why we know that is because Konami released a feature quite a few months ago that actually allows us to discover how many players that we've played in PvP from a certain region. And if you'll notice, I guarantee you that 99.9% of you players, if you go and actually look at your map overlay, you'll see that a majority of your players that you have played are from Japan. And I always thought it was kind of weird that the player base for Japan was always an extreme high all hours of the day. And what I mean by that is Japan, from where I am, in the East Coast of America, is about 12, 13 hours ahead of me. And yeah, it wouldn't be fair to say that there's a lot of night owls in Japan and they might be playing on the off hours, as well. That makes sense. But to the extent of where I'm playing nearly 80 to 90% of my games forever, no matter what hour of the day I play from just one region of the entire world for a global release game, that's either A, the player base is so small that Japan's player base just overshadows everybody else in the world, which could be a plausible explanation, or Konami is indeed implanting bots, very well disguised, but there's a few things that I have to kind of back that claim up. For one, we know by the Vagabond that Konami does not have a problem with giving an AI a meta deck, especially a meta-relevant deck, based on using other player statistics and analyzing them and using their decks against you. So that is already something that has been kind of, used and utilized by Konami for their AI within the game. We also know by the Battle City event that AI are also capable of using skills. So that is also another thing. And there's also been arguments for the past few months, if not into basically the better part of the past year, that we always make fun and joke, like, why is that player always clicking OK on everything? Why are they just doing that? Are they a brain-dead player? They may well indeed be a brain-dead player because they are indeed a bot. Very interesting, right? And there's also the stigma of why, certain back row are always targeted non-stop. That could just be by dumb luck or whatever. But, it just begs to differ that possibly Konami is using bots within PvP and cleverly disguising them, especially when a majority of those bots are probably using a Japanese name from the Japanese region. So a lot of us would not think of the wiser of the whole situation. But the biggest bit of evidence that really sets me off and puts me on an ongoing journey of suspicion against Konami is the fact that I've noticed just this PvP season alone, I never usually pay attention to this kind of thing, but it really just jumped out at me for whatever reason quite a few days ago. When the new ranked PvP season started, I started my climb to Legend from Plat 4 because I have, of course, achieved King of Games last season, and you can see players' previous season ranks when you go to duel them. Not only can you see their name, their region they're from, but you can also see their previous rankings in PvP. And when I see a player from Japan with a Japanese name that has no prior PvP experience at all, I mean none, like not even last month, the month before that, or the month before that, just absolutely none at all. It's non-existent for the past few months that we can actually see, yet they're already seeing at Legend within a few hours of PvP just restarting the season. You're telling me that these players went from ranked rookie, with an account that by all assumptions is a fresh account, fresh right off the new registration line, and they went clear to legend with a meta deck, a current meta deck, just like that, within the first few hours of the new season dropping. This was like the biggest factor in like, okay, WTF, what is going on here? Something seems to be amiss. So, let me ask all of you, with all of what I said taken into account, I could be wrong. If I am, that's cool. It's still a cool theory that I want to share with you. But if I'm right, that's very, very interesting. So, do you think that Konami is actually inflating their player base for whatever reason? Probably to help with matchmaking, so we're not waiting for games, which is understandable. And I really don't have a problem with Konami putting bots in ranked PvP as well. I really don't care about that, honestly. AI bots in PvP, that's fine, whatever. If it keeps us from having to wait for duels, that's cool. But what do you all think about this? Do any of you think that Konami is actually indeed planting AI PvP bots within the game and ranked PvP, and maybe even casual as well? I'm not sure about casual. I don't play casual, but if it's in ranked PvP, that's still very, very interesting and intrigues me. And yeah, I just want to get your take on that. I haven't heard anybody else, any other YouTubers or even really anybody in like Facebook groups or Discord servers actually talking about that. And I just think it's a really cool subject to kind of dive into. So let me know in the comment section below what all of you think. I just thought this was something cool I wanted to share with you. It could be awesome. And if you guys have any more, reasons or more foundations, more bricks to lay here, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be glad to read those as well. If you guys have ran into similar situations where you're playing somebody that was not ranked at all for the past few seasons, and yet they're in a high rank in a short period of time, and it just seems odd and suspicious, and maybe they've even played in a very weird and robotic way, definitely let me know, and I'll be glad to read those and share those with other members. And be sure to share this video if you guys think it's a cool idea and a cool theory. But until then, I'll catch you guys all later. Subscribe if you're new. As always, become an Impact player today. Join us in the Discord as well. We're over 2,020-some members strong, so we're working our way to 3K now, which is awesome. And let's try and get 50 likes plus on this video. Even if you don't agree with the theory, but you still think it was pretty cool, definitely drop a like, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, peace.